greetings, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emerald and I'm a licensed esthetician in Los Angeles, California. In today's video, we are going to be talking about frosting versus blanching. I will not be talking about products used except for the enzyme. The enzyme I used was the blackberry enzyme, which is 5% mandelic acid. It is great for acne and hyperpigmentation, and it has a tingle factor of a 4. It is by the brand Skin Script, and it was undiluted this go around in this video. I will link the video that will be updated down below, and both will go up on the same day for reference of what we did after and how his skin looked following up of my brother's updated skin at the end of the year. It might go up in 2023 for his up-to-date skin progress. So let's get into blanching versus frosting and how to know the difference. With blanching and frosting, the skin turns white after doing a chemical service. The difference is frosting goes away after you remove the chemical. This is normal to see as an esthetician because we use light to medium strength peels, so some frosting will definitely occur. It's not bad in most cases because we have prepared the skin pre-peel and we have the resources to maintain healthy post-peel aftercare, okay? So the area will be peeling the longest that the peel has deeply exfoliated, but it will look great afterwards. With blanching, the skin stays white even after you remove the chemical peel or the chemical enzyme, and the skin stays white for hours. This happens when the chemical penetrates deep into the skin past the epidermis and most likely into the dermis. As an esthetician, we are only supposed to work on the dermis. Anything deeper is supposed to be for a dermatologist. This isn't something that we like to see as estheticians, but it can happen, and in my case, it did happen. Clients definitely will blanch with a dermatologist who is using a deep peel, which isn't bad because dermatologists have the medical resources to heal the skin. Because estheticians do not have the access to medical grade aftercare, we shouldn't be blanching anyone, and this will indeed be considered like a wound if an esthetician has done it. I personally believe I had both frosting and some blanching because some of the white came off, but in some areas where my brother picked, also where the acne was purging, it had blanched and appeared as a wound. I had contacted the company as well as the group I'm in, and all was well, and they believed it was just frosting. I proceeded with moisturizing products and toner, and my brother's skin peeled afterwards about a week, and he was off acid-based washes and was on hydrating products until he was able to run back to his normal skincare routine that I had put him on. And at this time as well, he has started getting care from a dermatologist. So usually when he comes and see me, I tell him, you have to stop using the stuff your dermatologist prescribed up until getting your facial, then you can go back to your normal skincare routine. We had customized his service, his skincare home care, so that he could use the products I prescribed him as well as his dermatologist. So he was alternating between both. As of yet, I don't think he still uses everything his dermatologist prescribed because what I have him on worked better, but he also uses like some type of cream that his dermatologist prescribed, and his dermatologist had him on some special washes for his hair, you guys. The issue that he had was his skin was from his hair, you guys. So whatever issue was happening with his hair, it got into his face, which caused the acne and stuff that he was going through. But now everything is under bay, you guys. His skin is doing really well after this incident and going forward. It wasn't like a bad incident, but I never had this situation happen in my career of being an esthetician. So yeah, I was just a little bit freaked out. My brother wasn't freaked out, but I was. But I am trained with the company that I am using and certified with this company along with other companies, but I never had this issue where I was like, dang. But this was honestly a blessing for his skin, but it was like a curse for me in a moment. But I believe it was both, that he had frosting and blanching. I think in his second or third facial, but he in his second or third facial he had frosting, but it was never like this, you guys. I'll link that video down below as well, of his skin kind of turning white from the products. And that's because, you know, his skin was really getting exfoliated, coming from a person who never been on medical grade, professional grade skincare. So yeah, my brother, he wasn't freaked out. He thought everything was funny. um and I literally talked him through everything. I told him what was happening. We was actually going to Texas in a few days after this, so he just pretty much used my skincare of hydrating products, and then I gave him like some samples of some other hydrating products that I had that would also help his skin. Luckily, it was really raining and stuff when we was in Texas. It wasn't really hot, so his skin was fine. He didn't get any hyperpigmentation or hypopigmentation. But my brother, he was picking at his skin, which also caused this, as well as his skin purging. From, I think his dermatologist had him on benzoyl peroxide, which dries out the skin and also causes skin purging. But he was okay, and his skin healed really, really well. I think after 2 or 3 weeks, we was back giving him facials. So yeah, you guys, this is where I applied the blackberry enzyme, and as you can see around his nose and on his chin, it began to turn white. And this is literally us talking, and I'm telling him what is happening, and I told him I have to remove this, and you know what to expect. And then I was showing him everything, and I proceeded with soothing products and everything, and moisturizing serums. And as you can see on his nose, it was really white. Some of it came off, some of it didn't. And I had to turn off the steam and everything because, you know, steam heightens enzymes and chemical peels and things of that nature. But all that you see is white, you guys. It all peeled really, really well. And all the little acne and the little spots he have on his forehead, you guys will see in the next video that it all cleared up in just a week's time. And yeah, you guys, I'm just taking really cool water to remove the enzyme off of his face because you do not want this stuff to remain active. And where you see where the frosting, the white cast on his face, you can see it. He's just checking it out, and I'm telling him to, like, all that's white is all going to peel, especially around his nose and around his chin area. And as you can see, he wasn't scared or anything, but I was freaking out. You guys can probably tell by my hand movements, like, I'm like, oh my god. But all was well, you guys, and I'm just happy I experienced this with my brother and not with a client, because usually when stuff like this happens with a client, they be like, oh, I ain't come to see her again, because, you know. But it is normal to happen in a care of an esthetician as well as a dermatologist. But this enzyme this enzyme was not supposed to go this deep. And then, you know, along with his picking, it also caused this. And you can see where he have like the little red marks. Those are from him picking his skin, and then the enzyme literally exfoliated them. And that's when I was telling you guys that this is called a wound, because that is now a wound. And I'm taking some hydrating serum and patting into his face. Nothing with acid. And I'm just still talking to my brother, you know, through the rest of the service, and telling him, you know, this toner shouldn't sting or anything like that. Everything's gonna be okay. And he was just laughing, you guys. But he loved his skin. He loved where we're at. And you know, we get trained in these things, but we don't expect, you know, what can go wrong to go wrong. But I'm just happy I experienced it with him. And as you guys can see, his hair, he have flakes and stuff in it, and that's what had caused his acne. But now his hair is doing well, his skin is doing well, all is well, you guys. You just have to trust the process and trust your esthetician. You know, we're not going to do anything wrong. We're not going to melt your skin off, even though there is some estheticians out here that is melting people's skin off, you guys, because they're not properly trained. But as you guys will see in the upcoming videos, that, you know, he didn't get more hyperpigmentation or hypopigmentation, and that we were still able to move forward. If your skin is damaged, and your barrier is damaged, that's how you know your esthetician was not properly trained and didn't take the proper precautions, and also didn't educate their client on what to do and what will happen going forward, you guys. But there are some enzymes that can cause skin peeling. I know the cherry one, the blueberry one, the blackberry one, which is the one I'm using, and the pumpkin enzyme that I also have. They will cause, you know, peeling of the skin and some flaking, but your skin will look flawless after, you guys. Like, amazing. One I have tried on my skin, which I was like, oh, this is not doing anything. And that's another thing too. Like, sometimes when we get trained, we be expecting, you know, what they say may happen. Sometimes, depending on the client, it may not happen, depending on where they at in their skincare journey. And sometimes it will happen, and sometimes it may be excessive or little to no peeling. And it all depends on the client and case by case study. Like me, when I did the pumpkin enzyme on my face, a person who uses acids, everything I use on my clients, I use on myself first, just so I can know how I feel to, you know, continue to walk my client through things. And I never put anything on my clients that I never put on my own skin. So yeah, like probably like 3 days later, my skin started to peel, and it wasn't a lot of peeling, but when I had washed my face, you could see like my dead skin rolling off, and my skin was amazing. But I was just like, oh, this is, you know, this is not what it be talking about, you know, underestimating a pill, you know, an enzyme pill, because some enzymes are very gentle and some of them are really, you know, powerful. And some chemical pills, where you shed like a snake, those are even deeper pills, you guys. But yeah, everything is client by client. Everyone is not going to have the same results. Everyone is not going to have the same outcome, because everyone have different skin, their own different products, tailored to what they need and their personal concerns, you guys. So I'm just adding the moisturizer. This was a very light moisturizer. I think it was the aloe vera moisturizer mixed with the hydrating moisturizer. I'm not sure. This video was so long ago, you guys. But the point of me posting this video was just to educate you guys on frosting and blanching, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will have some more videos coming out for you guys, so make sure you guys subscribe for me. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to continue to see my brother's skincare journey, because you guys saw him a lot here on my channel. So let me know after his updated skincare video, do you guys want to keep seeing him or what, you guys? Because we're on like facial number 10 or 11 at this point, and I don't know if you guys want to still see him. I do have some other videos too coming up with some clients. But thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Flexing on my exes and my Model X, pretty little skinny little bitty body.